It's a buyer's market, yes. So should we buy or should we not? Let's take a look at the cheapest resale condo in Oakville right now. Should you buy it? Should you rent it out? Is it a good deal and will it cash flow? So let's get into it. 55 Spears Road. I did a search here for condos in Oakville. I did it over 100,000 because oftentimes you get parking spots and lockers that come up in your search. So we don't need those. And then bada bing, bada bang, we've got 343 results. So let's take a look at 55 Spears. Let's see if there's anything weird with it. So 349,000. This is a one bedroom, one bathroom condo unit between 0 to 499 square feet, 43 days on market. Let's take a look at the interiors. Interiors look pretty good. Looks like virtual staging. Nothing strange that I see. Virtual staging pictures. So far, so good. Let's read down a little bit further. Offers anytime. Okay. So they're not holding offers. Okay. So we've got what we need. Started at 369. So let's take a look. Does this make sense to buy and rent out? This is the cheapest condo in Oakville on the resale market. So $349,000. Let's pretend that we bought this at list price and you're putting 20% down. So 349,000 times 20% is a down payment of, nope, that's not right, not 698,000. Let's do that one more time. 349,000 times 20% gives us 69,800. So a down payment of 70,000. So let's take a look to see what the mortgage amount would be on this purchase. So 349, we're putting down 20%, so it's at 80% loan to value. The mortgage would be 80% of the value of the condo. That's 279,200. So let's plug that in into our trusty mortgage calculator. 279,200. 279,200. Okay, bam, here we go. So assuming a 20% down payment. Let's change that. 349. Boom, there we go. Okay, now the math is mathing. 69,800 down payment. Total mortgage is 279,200. It just pre-populates some rates. Let's just go with it just for fun. So the mortgage payment, monthly mortgage amount with 20% down would be $1,528. Okay, so that's our mortgage amount, $1,528. Let's add on the condo fees. The condo fees on this unit are, I will tell you, $372.27. So let's take the mortgage amount of 1,528. So we've got 1,528, and then we're going to add the condo fees of 372. I'm just going to round it to just be easier math. Plus 372. Okay, so we've got our condo fees and we've got our mortgage amount. We also need insurance. Let's estimate, let's guesstimate for a unit like this. Let's say $80. Okay, so what are we missing? We're missing our property taxes. So property taxes, we're gonna ballpark it. This is not an accurate property tax depiction for this unit, but let's ballpark it and say $220 per month. So we're at $2,200. Okay, so $2,200. That's including mortgage amount. That's including condo fees. That's including insurance, and that's including our fictitious property taxes here. Okay, so let's actually do something even smarter. We are going to use the actual real property taxes. So if we take these property taxes here, 1,644 divided by 12, let's see how close I was. 137. I think that's way low. I mean, it's going to be reassessed. It's going to go higher, but even better, right? I guess higher. So let's use those numbers. So 137 is the property taxes. So 137 property taxes plus this 372 of the condo fees, plus our 80-ish bucks for insurance, plus we need the mortgage payments, which are 1528. Plus 1528 equals 2117. So let's see what one bedrooms have rented for at 55 Spears. So remember this number, 2117. So just shy of 2200. Okay. So let's take a look at 55 Spears, one bedroom, and important that this has a parking spot as well. That's pretty huge. We need to know that. That's important. Okay. So parking spot. So let's take a peek. 55 Spears. What have things leased for? Let's see if this is a buy or a pass. And while I'm doing these numbers, I want you to guess in your mind, do you think this is a buy or is this a pass? What do you think? Okay, so we're going to go for leased. We're going to go for what has leased out. And we're going to do 55 Spears because that is the building that we want. We want the exact building. 55 Spears, 134. We don't need that many. We want to see what there is in terms of, you know, if this month alone, 0, no, we need to go back more. Let's go back May, June, July. Let's go 60 days. Let's see what we can get for 60 days. Okay, 2 units have leased out. Let's see what those units are. Okay, so here we go. Again, this is just quick math, right? We're going with one comparable here. This is a penthouse that rented out. This penthouse rented in 18 days, a little bit bigger, 500 to 599 square feet, rented for 2,100. This is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, rented for 2,550. Okay, so remember our costs are 2,117. And this penthouse unit rented for 2,100. So is this a comparable? Yes. It's a higher unit. It is slightly bigger as well. So you need to kind of factor those things in as well. So let's see if we can go back just a little bit more to see if there's even more comparables. Let's go 90 days. Okay. Okay, yeah, a lot more comparables. Okay, so we got the penthouse. Okay, so here we go. Look at this. We're cooking here. So 5 to 599. This is a little bit bigger, right? Ours was 0 to 499. These are all a little bit bigger, right? These are much bigger, these ones. Okay, so the closest ones are 1, 2, and then 3. So 3 comparables. Rented for 2225, 2150, and then 2100. Okay, so 15th floor, 4th floor, and then the lower penthouse. So if we kind of do the average of those, let's do the average of those 3 that rented. Remember the number 2117 because that was our cost. Let's do 2225 plus 2150 plus 2100 gives us 6475 divided by 3 is about 2158. So I would say you're about break even. In fact, to be on the conservative side, I would go lower than this 2100 because I'm a conservative investor. So when you're doing your, calculations, right? This one being lower penthouse, this was a little bit bigger. This rent for 2,100. So let's assume the rents on the subject unit are 2,000. And we know that this, if we're assuming 2,000, and then we have 2,117, which was the carrying cost, you're $117 negative cash flow on a monthly basis buying the cheapest resale condo in Oakville. So there you have it. There's some math. Hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, reach out, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.